If you've ever gone on a road trip, you know that one of the biggest challenges is finding a good place to stop. At some point, you'll need to fill up your tank, maybe use the restroom, or grab something to eat. The problem? Most gas stations aren't exactly known for being welcoming, or even places that you'd look forward to visiting. They're often dirty, have unfriendly workers, and the food is less than appetizing. But Buc-ee's is different. If you've ever stopped at a Buc-ee's, then you understand. What started as a Texas staple has quickly grown into one of the fastest expanding brands in the country. Buc-ee's reimagined the roadside gas station, making it a place that you actually want to visit. Spotless facilities, friendly staff, surprisingly good food, and of course their massive scale. Buc-ee's has become a must-stop on any road trip. In fact, Mark and I go out of our way to visit Buc-ee's. On our most recent cross-country drive, we were super excited to find out that there was a new Buc-ee's in Kentucky. Of course, we went and stocked up on some beaver nuggets. If you know, you know. But at the end of the day, Buc-ee's is still just a gas station. They sell the same essentials that you'd find in any other roadside stop. The difference? They do it better, and people notice. Buc-ee's has mastered the art of branding, and that's what fuels their success. By looking at how Buc-ee's built its brand, we can uncover some powerful lessons that we can take and use in our own businesses. Let's break down some of the branding principles that we can learn from Buc-ee's. Know your audience. If you run a business or have ever worked on branding, you've probably heard the phrase know your audience before. It's key to running a successful business. If you don't know who you're selling to, then you're really not selling to anyone. Buc-ee's knows exactly who their target audience is, and it might not be who you think. Unlike most roadside gas stations, Buc-ee's is not a truck stop. In fact, the signs out front make it clear, no trucks allowed. You won't find showers here or pumps designed to fill up big rigs. And that's no knock on truckers. Huge shout out to truckers that keep our shelves stocked every day. But Buc-ee's isn't built for that crowd. Buc-ee's is designed for the everyday traveler, the family on a road trip, and the dad that is obsessed with making good time. Seriously, why are dads so obsessed with making good time? The mom that just wants a clean, safe place to change her baby's diaper. The weary driver that's starving but isn't in the mood for a sketchy hot dog that's been sitting on a roller for 7 hours. Buc-ee's caters to people like you and me, folks who want decent quality without the disappointment and dread that usually comes with a roadside gas station stop. Buc-ee's deliberately designs its locations for families, road trippers, and casual drivers. The people that want convenience, cleanliness, and a pleasant experience on a long drive. By steering clear of the trucker-focused market, they avoid competition with places like Love's or Flying J. Instead, they carved out a niche that was entirely underserved. This focus allows Buc-ee's to tailor everything, from their restroom facilities to their snack offerings to the store layout, around the comfort and enjoyment of everyday travelers. Solve pain points. Buc-ee's proudly claims to have the world's cleanest restrooms, and from my experience, they actually deliver. In fact, this is one of my favorite parts about visiting Buc-ee's. I know that when I step inside the restroom, it will be fully stocked and spotless. And that's thanks to the employees that are constantly maintaining them. It's a welcome change from your typical roadside gas station experience. Clean restrooms aren't just a nice touch, they're the cornerstone of Buc-ee's brand. While it might seem like a small detail, this focus is a major pain point for travelers. The dread of having to use a dirty, unmaintained restroom at a gas station. By making cleanliness a priority, Buc-ee's turned this simple necessity into a standout feature. They created a positive, memorable experience that keeps people talking about their brand. The lesson for other businesses is clear. Find out your customers' pain points and figure out ways to do it better. Whether it's a product, service, or something as simple as the environment your customers interact in, find ways to make that exceptional. It will help build trust, loyalty, and word-of-mouth buzz. You can turn a common frustration into something that's a delight, which is exactly what Buc-ee's did. Food is another pain point that Buc-ee's solved. Instead of giving travelers limited, underwhelming choices, they gave us something that we actually look forward to eating. While most gas stations offer processed snacks or lukewarm roller hot dogs, Buc-ee's actually serves a ton of different food options. From hand-carved barbecue to pastries to fudge to a giant wall of beef jerky, Buc-ee's has a ton of different delicious options. They've taken a category that travelers usually just tolerate and turned it into something memorable, something that you actually go out of your way to get. Resonate with your audience. See this hoodie I'm wearing? I think I picked it up at Buc-ee's for $25, but every time I wear it, somebody comments, "Hey, Buc-ee's," or "Oh, that's cool, I love that place." People love Buc-ee's. Owning Buc-ee's merchandise is kind of like being a part of a secret club. Everyone knows Buc-ee's is special, and wearing the merchandise helps share that enthusiasm. It's not just about the logo, it's about telling others, "Hey, I've been to Buc-ee's, I'm cool, and you should definitely check it out." Buc-ee's is a brand with a personality. From their cheerful beaver mascot to their extensive line of branded merch, every touchpoint reinforces a sense of community and brand identity. You can leave with a t-shirt, mug, blanket, even home decor, and suddenly you're carrying that experience with you. This approach transforms a simple pit stop into something that people feel connected and excited about. The lesson for other businesses is that branding isn't just about a logo or slogans. It's about creating a personality that resonates with your audience. When you infuse your brand with a consistent voice, visual identity, and products that allow people to participate, you foster brand loyalty and emotional attachment. People don't just buy from Buc-ee's, they buy into Buc-ee's. That's the power of a well-defined brand identity. Create wow moments. One of the things that makes Buc-ee's unforgettable is its sheer scale. Walking into Buc-ee's is unlike stepping into any other gas station. The store is enormous. The aisles seem endless, and the variety of products is kind of chaotic. For other businesses, that wow factor can come in many forms. It could be a visually stunning store layout, exceptional customer service that feels personal, or packaging that delights the senses. The key is to make interactions with your brand memorable and immersive. That way, customers leave with a strong, lasting impression. When people are wowed, they remember you, talk about you, and are more likely to return. Buc-ee shows that their scale isn't just physical. It's about designing everything to feel extraordinary, creating moments that feel larger than life. Invest in your long-term vision. Buc-ee's isn't just a standout for its super clean bathrooms or giant stores. It's also known for how it treats its employees. The company pays well above average for the industry, invests in training, and fosters a positive work environment. Happy, well-compensated employees create better customer experiences. It helps reinforce the brand's reputation of friendliness, efficiency, and care. It's part of Buc-ee's long-term strategy to be a place that feels welcoming and reliable. It really isn't that complicated, yet so many companies seem to overlook this. When you treat your employees well, they naturally become brand advocates and help elevate the customer experience. If you've ever been to a Buc-ee's, you know that it can get chaotic. It's packed with people and activity. Yet somehow, every employee, from the guy carving brisket to the person ringing you up to the person stocking the restroom, is friendly. I've never run into a rude Buc-ee's employee, and I've been to quite a few of them. I think it's because they actually like their jobs. When you treat people well, you get people that actually want to work. Compared to other gas station chains, Buc-ee's is small in terms of their locations. While they are rapidly expanding, they have a lot less locations than a place like Love's or Flying J. They are expanding rapidly, but they're doing so with purpose and intention, not because of some stakeholders' demands. Buc-ee's has no plans to go public. That was never part of their long-term strategy. And it says right there on their website. By staying private, Buc-ee's maintains full control over their operations, culture, work environment, and long-term vision. They don't have the pressure of quarterly earnings reports. It allows them to prioritize customer experience, employee satisfaction, and brand strategy without the need to worry about short-term profits. This is something that directly supports the iconic brand that they've built. Buc-ee's proves that branding isn't just about a logo, slogan, or clever marketing campaign. It's about customer experience. Through their brand strategy and commitment to their long-term vision, Buc-ee's demonstrates what it means to approach every aspect of their business thoughtfully and intentionally. Other businesses can learn from this approach. Focus on your audience, delight them in unexpected ways. Create an identity that they want to engage in, and never compromise on your core values and long-term strategy. That's what makes your brand special. At the end of the day, Buc-ee's isn't just a gas station. It's an experience and a brand that people genuinely love. That kind of loyalty and impact is something that every business should strive to create. Thanks for watching.